Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. We just took our first not safe route to take us over to here, which was one that because we knew about these two systems, but we didn't know about this one. We have to get over to this one for the War Council. But we were driven to this one here by Cassia, and we got sucked into that painting, but managed to take out the bad gal and save Cassia. But now we're going to go ahead and go into this. I do want to check real quick. I meant to do this before anything. Companion quest. Alright, so we have to go to the Crone world, so I'm assuming it's in here. So let's just go ahead and visit this system on our way to the War Council. Scan this planet. Nothing there. It's a burning world. And go to this planet. Scan it. And we have a landing place on this desert world. Palace of Atlas. That's where we have to take Cassia. Yep, alright. Let's drop there and... Oh, it's a old Eldar world. Okay, decent map. I think we'll go off these side paths first. Let's go down this side first.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Decayed pages. House Orsillio need not know what is taking place here. The navigators are frightened enough by its power as it is. The last experiment left 3 from the Starfyre clan without a shred of reason. Empty shells will bring no glory to House Orsillio or its lesser branch. We shall carry on. At last, we have managed to implant the artifact in a subject who can wield its power. Perhaps all the navigators who perished in the agonizing torrent of energy were merely a symptom of our decline. I am tired of counting the dead. The weak have no place among those who have harnessed the Atlas. Their abilities have grown manyfold and become significantly easier to control, and more effective at resisting the ruinous influence of the warp. It's all or nothing. Today is the day where my work is completed and the Starfyre Atlas takes its final form. The Starfyre have already undergone the operation. All that's left is me, the Atlas that controls them all. Today, I become the greatest novator in the history of House Orsillio, or I turn into nothing. This power is beyond compare. All it took was a whim to make the wretched Starfyre fall dead at my feet. It is as if I have a second heart beating in my chest, subjugating any with the ability to touch it. How regrettable it is that this power only This power only extends to those Orsillio navigators who have accepted a piece of the Atlas within themselves. From now on, all children will be gifted with one at their initiation, and there will be no one who can match our greatness. All right. Seems a bit disturbing. The heart of the navigator's camp. This is where Tisiphone Orsillio performed her experiments hundreds of years ago.
I better myself through my service.
What do we got here? A plasma ring. Ooh, that's pretty nice. $30 to 45 damage. Grenadier's backpack. I like the plasma ring. You're our plasma guy. Is that a weapon? Considered a weapon? Where's the plasma ring? Should be in the accessories, yes? I don't see the plasma ring at all. Well, did I not take the stuff? There we go. I didn't collect it. That would be why I couldn't find it. Plus 10 logic, plus 20 tech use. Tech use is 190, logic is 124. We can afford to have a little bit lower tech, I'm guessing. So we're going to put this there for now. We'll see how that works out. I might get rid of that, but
It's about
I
time.
might keep it. All right, let's go down the other side. A train, huh? Okay. Just making sure that magnifying glass was not on the stairs. This is a barely noticeable imprint of a long clawed hand on the broken cogitator screen. Climb down.
A new challenge for me.
The Aldari Sanctum is blemished by human presence. In their pursuit of ancient secrets, the navigators had no qualms about filling the ruins with machinery and supplies.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
The Orsillio navigators left no stone unturned in the Aldari temple. It is as if they were looking for something that they just could not find.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
What's this? Drukhari. Elite Marksman Gloves. Wearer gains plus 15 ballistic skill. Well, let's take a look at that. That's not what I meant to click. I think you're the only one that can use Drukhari's stuff there. Guess we can put that on her.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Alright, that should be all of that area. Yep, let's go ahead and go back up. Check out the heart of this temple. Also known as the Palace of Atlas. Is kind of the same way in both directions. Yep. Alright, let's continue. Just go clearing out the left side of things first.
The rogue trader has grown so close to the Xenos that he has delved into her very soul, comprehended her feelings. Ungodly, unforgivable heresy.
Oh, hush up.
I see a silvery blue glow around the Lord Captain and Eliot. These colors are unlike anything I've ever seen. It is as if their feelings exist on some unknowable level.
It's like a destroyed statue.
I have failed my kin.
90-some% chance, and we failed it. Once imperceivable creation of the Aldari lays in the ruins. Yep, we failed at 92%. We rolled a 98. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. Oh, whoops, wrong way. We didn't explore the side
Follow
over
my
here.
lead.
Got some goods. Someone removed the data crypt from the dead machine to keep the house's secrets safe and leave no information about the experiments that took place here. Alright, back up we go. Navis bodyguard. So looks like someone beat us here.
Victory awaits!
Halt, cursed child. We had to ally ourselves with the Xenos once more to stop you. No matter the small price to pay for the liberation of House Orsillio from the chains of tyranny. Begone, renegades! We followed the Atlas's call in your wake, child. Stand with us. House Orsillio will not trade Tisiphone's legacy for the false ideals of blind fools. What is happening? Ah! Well, that's not really good. Damned Xenos! This was not the bargain we struck. Thrones smite you! The navigator, whose skin is so thin that it reveals the muscles, bones, and innards underneath, clenched his augmented gold jaw in contempt. What is this? The rogue trader and the traitors to the house have lured the child into a trap by Xenos? I wish my eyes were deceiving me. But now I can clearly see that the great Regent Aranto was right to send us after your vessel. The sturdily built woman is armed with a pistol, and yet there are signs of exhaustion in her posture. Her face is hidden beneath a gem-encrusted three-eyed mask, and her elaborate Navos Nobilite vestments are stained with dried blood and other evidence of recent combat. I wish to be enlightened about what is happening here. You will stop defiling the remains of the hallowed ground of our ancestors with your semblance of speech, Monkey. The Harlequin's bright clothes glimmer faintly in the dim light of the system star, and the sinister grin on his mask only adds to his menacing and aloof presence. The final act will soon unfold, where you will pay for the deeds of your ancestors. Stay put and wait for the puppeteer to pull at your strings. Why are there Xenos ruins where the palace of Atlas should be? Why is this place coated in an impenetrable black mist? I'm suffocating. Cassia clutches her breastplate near where the Atlas is, her voice feeble and trembling. Three-eyed Monkey, who sees into Sha'il, the taint of your ancestors has begun to consume your body and soul. Pathetic fools with an insatiable lust for power that is not yours. Ending your misery will be merciful. Taint? Do you mean the Atlas? Xenos traitor? Silence, traitor! The Atlas is a sacred relic of House Orsillio. It is what elevates us above the rest. How dare you! The Regent's envoy abruptly loses her breath with a groan, and she clutches her chest where her Atlas is implanted. I refuse to accept this. Impossible! What is this place? We call planets such as this one Excuse me. We call planets such as this one Crone worlds. They came to be long before my time, back when all the Eldari were a united people, whose empire stretched from one edge of the galaxy to another. It is a world beneath the first stars, an unblighted world. I never thought I would come to find one. I have nothing to add to the outcast's words, other than my eternal astonishment at your curious troop, Monkey. What is this taint you speak of? Speak of, Xenos. Do you not see it? The Harlequin's voice booms throughout the ruined temple. When you, Monkey, delivered this Crone world, or discovered this Crone world, you tainted it with your crude technology, despoiled it of its relics, ruined all there was to the last stone. But worst of all, you sullied the souls of our ancestors, reposed in their sacred vessel, the spirit monolith. They have chunks of the stones in them? Is that what this is? He points a thin finger at the remarkable crystal floating behind this rock, or behind his back, and the Harlequins around you tighten their grips on their weapons. Like a sea of bottomless blue. Cassia looks around her with a stunned expression, her gaze shifting from one Xenos to another. I did not know that living things could exude such statured hues. I wish I could paint this ocean a different color. Examine the hovering crystal. An enormous translucent stone shares a strange resonance with this place. You can sense the energy emanating from it. Mysterious, restless, coagulated. It resembles a giant heart that has been plucked out of its owner's chest. Its crystal clarity is pierced by hundreds of dark veins that have taken root within like a terrible illness. How did the navigators of House Orsillio taint the spirit monolith? The experiments. Cassia covers her mouth in horror. This is where she conducted her experiments. Tisiphone. No, it is not possible. To consort with Xenos is to violate the word of the Emperor, of the God Emperor. It is known to all that Tisiphone Orsillio executed anyone who showed any interest in the enemies of humanity. Is that so? Then why is it that every piece of metal or fabric in this place bears our house's coat of arms? Open your eyes. Quiet! The Harlequin's tone is mild, but it is not a request. I am unsurprised that the truth is hidden from your gazes, three-eyed monkey who see into Sha'ail. I realized it the moment I met the first of you. Wretched. Begging us for help to destroy your own kin. I sensed it within you, our ancestors' call, their pleas, their endless torment. I knew that what you found was a crone world, and I humbly waited for the day you would lead me to it. What is the meaning behind your words, Athair, Troop Master? You know the answer already, outcast. You have always known. What was that about? What answers have you always known? Uriel glowers at Cassia. So that is why your presence makes my soul shrink to the size of a river pearl, and my throat chokes in the collar of thorns. That is why your words seep into my soul like poison, leaving wounds that will not heal. There is a shard of the spirit monolith inside you, Monkey, twisted, perverted, invigorating you by making my ancestors suffer. Alas, you are right, outcast. The ancestors of the three-eyed Monkey sought to command the power of the spirit monolith, and yet they suffered failure time and again. Eventually, they discovered a way to harness this power, a terrible way, torturous and unforgivable. They shattered the monolith into many shards and weakened the souls within. And then, the Harlequin trembles with fury, then they placed the shards of the spirit monolith inside their bodies to empower their abilities. I never wished to learn such harsh truths about my own house. Cassia buries her face in her hands, and you feel waves of despair spreading from her lithe frame, which suddenly appears as fragile as glass. Neither Theodore von Valancius nor Tisiphone was infallible, but that doesn't mean we are powerless to rectify the errors of our ancestors. You say that only because you wish to soothe me, she smiles faintly. The renegade navigator stares at Cassia in shock. You are more than just a tyrant's heir. You are a successor to a mad heretic, a betrayer of the faith. You must be destroyed, you and the Atlas, once and for all. You think the solution is so easy, don't you, Monkey? When you die, your souls become captives inside the spirit monolith. The process is deranging to our ancestors, who have served as the monolith's guardians for eons, and equally agonizing to the souls of your dead. And the more Monkey souls the monolith absorbs, the more volatile it becomes. The Aldari and the Monkey have spent many a dance battling for supremacy within the monolith, and its integrity is waning. You sense it too. Well, if that happens, why are you here to kill us all? The only way to free our ancestors from the pain is to separate the Monkey taint from the spirit monolith. My troop is here to perform just that. We will all play our parts today, and when the final act of this age-long tragedy begins, the Monkey players will exit this world's stage. Sinister shadows dance on the Harlequin's mask as he draws an unknown device from his sleeve. Is there no way whatsoever to separate the navigator's souls from those of the Aldari without killing one or the other? The Xenos thinks for a moment. You Monkey have desecrated our ancient world. I see no reason to assist you in the final dance. What do you say to this Xenos' assertions? Cassia gives you a grateful nod and turns to the Harlequin troop. I cannot change the past, it is true, nor can I change the fact that my house is forever tainted with the disgrace borne by Tisiphone Orsillio's hubris. Yet all of us here today have the power to change the future and halt the unending suffering that is drowning both your kin and mine. You suggest that the Monkey and the Aldari change the future together. The Harlequin leans forward curiously. I must admit, my leading lady, I am confounded by your audacity. Go on. My Atlas, Cassia places her hand on her gilded breastplate. If you can free the phantoms of my house from the spirit monolith, guide them to enter my Atlas, their experience and wisdom will help steer House Orsillio onto the path of truth and allow future generations to avoid the calamitous pitfalls of their forebears. Que Morag, my leading lady. The shards of the monolith are lodged inside the chest of every Monkey bound to you by ties of blood. How exactly do you intend to return them? I shall use the Atlas to sever my subject's connection to the spirit monolith, and then I shall extract its shards from every navigator of House Orsillio. This artifact is implanted at birth, but it does not mean that the ritual cannot be reversed. I witnessed its creation through Tisiphone's eyes in my visions. I lived it over and over again. Through the memories of the Sethala clan, I can recreate the ritual which returned the souls of your kin to you and to save my people's lives. Seldom do humans and Xenos get the chance to resolve their conflicts without violence. I second Lady Cassia's proposal. The Harlequin remains as still as a garish statue for several minutes. Then, the mellifluous voice behind the mask says, "I am willing to try, Monkey." "No!" The Regent Envoy draws her pistol. "I won't let you destroy the Atlas, even if it is the child's wish. Lady Orsillio, you are too young, inexperienced. You simply cannot comprehend." You address the future novator of House Orsillio, one who survived the massacre of Uric V, who has lived following an attempt on her life at the Palace of Dargonis, who has restored her house's stability in what scant time she has been free, while you, all of you, have spent years destroying it from within. You address one who has passed through the tempest of the Sea of Souls to the true Atlas as the rogue trader's ally. Yet still you call me unworthy, don't you? Young, inexperienced. Kneel before me and I shall forgive you your insolence. House Orsillio was always loyal to Novator Tisiphone. Henceforth, it will be loyal to her successor, even if you see fit to lead us down a different path, my lady. The navigator's voice trembles with reverence. Are you done with your performance, Monkey? Then stand aside and do not interrupt. Ah, I can feel it again. The tranquility. The ancestral souls have found peace, and corruption no longer endangers the monolith or this world. The Harlequin's narrow shoulders now look completely relaxed. Remember our agreement, Cassia Orsillio. We will soon meet in this place again so that you can give us the shards. And now, be gone from our world, Monkey. Talk to Cassie on the ship. Not without looting. There was a time when I believed that I would lead my house to prosperity. In truth, fortune and blessings have long since been passing us by, as if the Coronis expanse itself was trying to oust the Orsillio children from its bounds. If nothing changes in the near future, all of us will wither like night flowers at dawn, or perhaps face our ultimate fall. Upon my word, the Sea of Souls itself must favor me. During the last jump, I saw into the eye of a vicious storm. Within it, amid the ruins of a Xenos world, was a treasure mighty and dangerous, not unlike our own power. and I found a way to reach it. I drive away the memory of our journey and the cost at the house that the house suffered. The ritual alone was no matter. The goal will be worth the price, and due effort is all that is needed to succeed. By the grace of the Emperor, we made it through that terrible tempest. However, the Aldari ruins appear to have dampened the crew's spirits. Those pitiful commoners talk too much. Tension in the camp are rising. I should cut out the tongues of those who witnessed the first experiments. This information cannot be allowed to reach the ship. No, not just them. I shall have the Sethala clan dock the tongue of every lowborn.
It's about time.
My success was inevitable.
According to the faded glyphs, the statue depicts an Eldari hero who created 100 worlds and twice as many stars. Just regular old crafty bolters. Alright, no thing there. The purified monolith shines like a guiding star, and waves of calm and relief wash over the hearts of those who step close. Okay, yep, that was where we were at there already.
Ken Morak.
The best features of the Assyrian and Drakari are preserved in this statue of an ancient warrior, and yet is unmistakably different from the Xenos that roam the Cronus Expanse today.
I have failed, my kin.
A toppled pillar.
A new challenge for me?
Well, with all those high percentages, your Liet did not do well. Alright, now we need to talk to Cassia. Alright, I think Cassia is, yep, right there.
Oh, how nice of you to grace me with your presence. I was just thinking back to our journey to the palace of the Atlas. That is, to the world of Xenos. Remembering that most reckless act has enveloped my mind in a whole palette of hues. But when I think of the great risk you took for House Orsillio's and my own sake, an azure shawl instantly descends on my shoulders, and amber sparks flash inside my soul. Please accept my sincerest gratitude.
So now you are the full-fledged innovator of House Orsillio.
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphane's title, I have decided to remain by your side, to relish just a little more of this carefree liberty. For as soon as I am summoned to do my duty, we must say our farewells.
Cassia sighs heavily. What awaits the navigators of your house now?
The Xenos have managed to free the souls of our ancestors from their confinement. The memory and wisdom of those that came before us will serve our house, helping build upon the ruins of the present, a firm foundation for generations to come. I believe in that, as I believe in the divine light of the Emperor.
So now the entire power of the Atlas is in the Novator's hand?
I suppose so, if by power you mean priceless knowledge. As for the special powers granted by the Xenos souls, the navigators of House Orsillio will once again have to contend with their own bodily and spiritual limitations. However, I am undaunted by the prospect, for our line and our gene have never been weak. House Orsillio will succeed, and soon we will rise again, draped in white and gold. Of course, I will try to answer any questions you have.
All right.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
All right, back to the map. All right, we've explored both of those. Oh, that only led to here. Did not lead to these, so we've got to find a way to these two, huh? All right, well, we'd want to keep this one in case these are red, so. Okay, nothing bad seemed to happen there. See if we can find a path to these over here. Oh, that's the thing with the little ship with the people digging into it. Ah, there we go. Now it opened up. Yeah, see, it's red, so we got to mark this down to yellow again. Oh, reduce route difficulty to dangerous. All right. This one could hurt. The warp jump was unusually hectic. The recent attack of the scrap code disabled many of the sacred machines whose malfunctioning algorithms showed no sign of failure until the vessel departed real space and surrendered itself to the Sea of Souls. Only the navigator's talent and the tireless vigil of the tech priest saved the void ship from ruin. The Immaterium released us from its grip. This time. All right. Told the War Council. Let's go ahead and do the chart. Let's see, oranges on both of these. I'm going to call it early here. I have a feeling the War Council will, once we start it, will just take forever to do. So we're going to call it here. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.